Yeah, K-Boo, you're not feeling so good because your throat is kind of raw, right? So we're going to get you some medicine, right? And that's more positive than the negative of it, right? That'll add you up good. That'd be the truth of it, right? Okay. Think you'd be the bigger and better of it for it? All right, hopefully you come back positive again. If not, I have to put my foot in your butt or something. But I love you, man. Look, I was going to tell you something, man. I've been trying to tell this world, and they should be ashamed of themselves. Anybody who's been receiving my videos, they should really be ashamed of themselves, because in reality, all I want to do, man, is make sure that they're sustained more positive than negative to keep them good. But because our society is wrapped up in this good-bad lie, okay, like I was telling you, right? No matter what your teacher says about you being bad, if she's not making you more positive, right? When you're negative in her classroom to add you up good, right? Well, those teaching abilities, right, are not up to par. But she does that, so her teaching abilities are. But she does it on a secondary mechanism, meaning we're all functioning to good and bad, right? But the higher level of energy of function of us, K-Boo, is to function more positive than, as the good truth of us than any negativity we feel. And like I was telling these people in these videos, man, by them expressing the atom incorrectly, right? The core of an atom is a proton and a neutron. And outside of that atom, right, is nothing but static energy. It can be positive feeling, it can be negative feeling. And like I told you, man, if that neutron isn't overwhelmed always and sustained by the higher power of the proton, right, it's always in a state of decay and disintegration, crossing to one neutral nothing, just negative of the here and now of it, bonding out more positive and good for its embodiment of matter. But here's the thing about it, right? If you ain't nothing but a body of atoms, and you take away the protonic energy, right, that holds you together, right, then all you are is a radioactive body of matter, you hear me, of neutrons, diseasing yourself from the inside out negatively. And if you don't know that because you state things are bad or wrong or evil or any kind of other articulation, it comes up short. Because I'm going to explain something to you. In mathematics, right, to be good as truth with your mathematics, you have to add up bigger and better than the negativity. That's the mathematics of reality. You hear me? That's what we function to. And all else is a lesser function than that. And again, the state of one more positive from the inside out is the only light, joy, warmth, good God, or truth. Holy Spirit for everlasting peace, all of all will ever know or be, K-Boo. It's the state that all of all embodied matter is stated good to the truth of their shape, form, mass, only crossing bigger and better. No matter what, where two or more atoms cross and bond, Christ-like, K-Boo, right? They make the good truth of every shape, form, and mass, expressing, right, one more positive than that all of all negativity, right? Not to exclude every dimension of time and space you could think of, and every shape, form, and mass of God you could think of. And see, once you start wrapping your mind around that, K-Boo, right, you function to the reality of God. Because any God you can think of, he better absolutely, positively have not a faithful doubt be the bigger and better than all of all negativity, or he ain't no kind of God. He's the good God and truth of nothing, like Shiva. He's the one who threw this neutral stuff in our mathematics. Our mathematics come from India. Those mathematics are trash. Neutral is nothing. Listen to me. If I got one positive, K-Boo, and I take away one positive, I have nothing of one positive. I have one negative of one positive. You understand? But they don't teach that because they don't know that. You understand? What I know is the higher energy of God to the reality check of mankind only crossing bigger and better. And hopefully our governments, man, and our religions, man, catch wind, Don't hate me for it, but love me for it. Because in reality check, all I'm trying to do is hold us together and make things bigger and better, more positive and good. Some people will be able to catch on to that real quick, K-Boo. But other people like your Aunt Vicky, she fights with it. You hear me? She struggles with it. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why she struggles with it. Because nobody likes to hear, man. Go do something more positive than being negative, fool. You hear me? Get your life together. What's wrong with you? What's the good truth of this, man? You hear me? People don't like to hear that. And Donald Trump thinks he's going to run for president, K-Boo. That guy's a clown. I wish I had 5 minutes with that guy in front of the world. I'd beat him up so bad. You hear me? He would be tore down so goofy, K-Bug. It would be unreal. You hear me? It would be the funniest thing the world ever did see. I'm trying to tell you, man. That would be clown day on Earth, man. Because he's a goon, man. I mean, really, outside of his riches, I wouldn't let that dude walk my dog. I wouldn't let him around my kids. You hear me? And I know my neighbors would run him off. So what's up with that? And this is a Republican area. This is crazy. Hey, look, man. I'll tell you the truth. Only cross one more positive than all negativity, man. Only add up good as truth. Only be the bigger and better of all. Because if you don't, Kate, you're that faithful guy. Listen to me, Kate. And your faith will say, this negative ain't going to hurt me. But I'm going to tell you something. If you don't respond to the negatives of you more positive, right, to be good as truth, you're selling yourself out a lie to death. You hear me? It's the only way you can. Blind and undefined. Listen, with faith, static, twisted, undefined matter of a lie of life to death. You hear me? That's a fact check. That's God. That's truth. That's reality check. Peace.